Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX and I'm Megha. The new year in Delhi has seen the battle of narratives between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP further intensify. The Aam Aadmi Party national convener Arvind Kejriwal has now written a letter to the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat asking if he supports BJP's alleged corruption in Delhi and the alleged voter deletion. BJP chief in Delhi Virendra Sachdeva on the other hand has written a letter to Arvind Kejriwal accusing him of defrauding them for 10 years and taking a resolution of being truthful. There is also a war brewing between Chief Minister Atishi and Delhi Lieutenant Governor V.K. Saxena. Atishi has accused the Lieutenant Governor's office of planning to demolish temples in Delhi, which the LG has dismissed as cheap politics. This comes after two parties have been in a war of words over Pujaris Samman Yojana announced by Kejriwal, with BJP calling him a Chunavi Hindu. There is about a month left now for election. What are the issues that matter to the voters of Delhi? Let's start off our conversation. Joining me on the telecast, let's hear it from Dr. Nimmi Rastogi. She is the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. Dr. Nimmi Rastogi, how do you have to view the allegations being made by Aam Aadmi Party? Your national convener has written to RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat asking him whether he supports the BJP over the alleged poll rigging and deletion of voter ID cards.
See, in the wake of the blatant deletion of votes, as well as trying to buy the votes of people by giving them money, we have run out of the option because we don't understand, we don't expect any understanding from Bharatiya Janata Party. They are known for such third-rate politics. So now we've written it to the RSS, which is a respectable organization which has certain morals supposedly. So we want to ask Mohan sir that do you agree? Are you in the knowledge of this? Are you in agreement? Do you know that Bharatiya Janata Party is trying to weaken the democracy by resorting to these tactics?
Does Aam Aadmi Party have strong evidence? Does Aam Aadmi Party have strong evidence to support your claim?
It is everywhere. It's recorded. Money is being given to women voters in the garb of some social welfare organization, and this is clearly the case of cash for votes. Where is the need for any proof? And the other thing is,
but all I'm saying is that when you're making a claim and accusing anybody of rigging the elections or deleting voter cards, voter IDs, there has to be some proof. There has to be some evidence. Naomi Gupta, BJP spokesperson on the telecast with me. Naomi Gupta, how do you react to the allegations being made by Aam Aadmi Party that you're rigging elections?
Hi, it's Neoma Gupta, and Happy New Year to everybody on the panel. I hope this year starts on a good, wise debate and not a fight. To starting with the allegations laid there, I don't think we need to give more proof. It is very crystal clear how desperately now the Aam Aadmi Party is trying to make this election about anything. You know, like Arvind Kejriwal's work, manifesto, promises, report card are all irrelevant because they're just desperate to ensure that the people of Delhi get distracted and are thus on a press conference and letter writing spree. And Mr. Kejriwal's letter today to the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat ji is just a prime example of that. And you know what? Let me tell you that I have decided I'm going to not even discuss this letter because AAP and Mr. Kejriwal, please listen carefully. You do not get to ask questions, and not for the 2 months at least. You can try, but you have to answer questions about what you have done in the past 10 years. In fact, let's just speak blatantly without beating around the bush. Actually, even your emotional appeals to your Desh Bhakti and honesty have stopped because your reality is now out in the open for all to see. Anyway, if you can answer certain questions of mine, ma'am, I'll really appreciate it. You promised to get rid of the unsafe and dangling electric wires across Delhi. The situation is such that a 26-year-old passed away due to these wires on 23rd July. What have you done about this? You promised 24 hours cleaning water, but over the years, including this summer, we saw like how Delhi suffered. What have you done about it? Your world-class education was promised. The Delhi High Court has constantly expressed concern about the city-state education. Your teachers' salaries, overcrowded classrooms, many schools not offering higher education. I can go on. Can you please give me an update on that? When
Okay.
it comes to pollution,
But
you have
Neoma,
promised
you know, the
Yes,
concerns
now,
at this
ma'am.
point of time, though these have been issues that have been raised during the Lok Sabha elections as
because
well,
these are
in
the
the past
issues.
assembly elections as well. I'm right now talking about in the last 48 to 72 hours, the issues that have been raised by BJP and Aam Aadmi Party. Number one, talking about the letter that has been sent by Arvind Kejriwal about the alleged corruption within the BJP and how voter IDs are being deleted ahead of the Lok Sabha, ahead of the assembly elections in Delhi.
That's what I'm saying,
The
ma'am.
second,
These are just false
the second
allegations.
question about this entire Chunavi Hindu allegation being made by the BJP after the announcement of the Pujaris scheme that has been launched by Arvind Kejriwal.
Ma'am, when it comes to the Pujari scheme, there are so many fundamental problems in what they are announcing. We have no problem with any salaries going to anybody. But when is it the time that they have honored any commitment? Look at the women welfare scheme which was announced in Punjab where they decided to give 1,000 rupees a month. Have they done that? That they're coming forward and announcing more schemes? The salaries of the Delhi imams and Maulvis which have not been paid for 17 months. When they protested, why did you ignore them? In fact, in January 2019, the Delhi government increased the salaries of the imams from I think to 18,000. Did that time the many pujaris and granthis of Delhi not cross their mind? Ma'am, the Delhi government has constantly making schemes at the nth moment, just close to the elections, as a full manipulation of sort. When you have decided to take over the government for 10 years, you have not delivered anything when it comes to basic
Okay.
amenities. What will you honor schemes?
Okay, let's hear it from Dr. Nimi Rastogi. How do you react to what Neoma has said?
Megha, it's a classic case of look London, talk Tokyo. You know, your question was something else. And since BJP is completely bereft of any narrative, any vision, any election manifesto, even the CM face is not there. So obviously they'll buck the question and take it on the tangent. Right? We are there to ask the question as to why are you weakening the democracy by deleting the votes? Like, give us, there is documentation.
show proof.
Chadra, 11,000 votes were deleted by, I mean, the margin of victory in Vidhan Sabha is less than 5, 6, 7,000. So, I mean, this is their last ditch effort to win, which is going to fall flat on their face.
Okay.
And as they say, they are true Hindu aficionados, no? Like they are Hindutva, Rakshak, etc. But their religious committees only have ordered the demolition of so many temples, not just Hindu temples, Buddhist temples.
Okay. So yeah, that's the allegation that has been made by Atishi. She has written to the LG's office, said that the LG is responsible for the alleged demolition of temples in Delhi, in the national capital. To which the LG has rubbished the claim, calling it cheap politics.
It is, ma'am, it is shameful because look at what, I mean, you're the Chief Minister of Delhi, and on the first day of the new year, what are you doing except stirring up communal disharmony just because of a desperation to win election? I mean, there is a limit of how much you can accuse a political party or any institution of doing something like this. You are the one.
Ask her the question.
I just did. I just told you that what her statement is just there to disrupt political disharmony. There is nothing more than that.
Not the answer.
Okay, I'm going to get Advocate Manaswi Thapar into the conversation. Advocate Thapar, where is this discourse moving towards as Delhi elections are on the anvil? Do you think communal disharmony about alleged demolition of temples, of being Chunavi Hindus, of giving out a scheme for salaries of pujaris and granthis really going to augur well for political parties to get votes?
Obviously, I think we are at that juncture in our Indian politics where communal harmony or disharmony or religion and politics go hand in hand. There are not two ways about it, and only difference here is in the Aam Aadmi Party and BJP fight is that Aam Aadmi Party is slightly better off in terms of setting the narrative, which generally in the last 10-11 years we have seen BJP setting that narrative out. If I remember the last Delhi election also, so if BJP was for Bhagwan Ram, Aam Aadmi Party was going for Bajrang Bali. So that's the kind of narrative they set it out. And apart from developmental agenda, what is the core agenda now is the Hindu identity in Indian politics. How big Hindu you are. So I think all the political parties are Chunavi Hindus or not, but one thing is for sure, Hindus are going to get benefit out of this election. So there is no two way about it. So that's the momentum in the Indian politics as of now. The Pujari scheme is also in that notion. You like it or you don't like it, but this is something which is the talking point since yesterday. So that's where the Indian politics is headed up on. And in the last 15 days, the narrative of Delhi election is set by Aam Aadmi Party. So generally what we have seen, be it in Haryana or in Maharashtra, the narrative was set up by the BJP, and Congress and other political parties were on the back foot of it. But since last 15 days, what we have seen is what we have seen also in 2019. That is what we are seeing in 2020. That is what we are also seeing in 2025. That narrative is being set by Aam Aadmi Party. So, but this election is going to be slightly different from the previous election from Aam Aadmi Party, is because this time, for the first time, Aam Aadmi Party is charged on the charges of corruption. Anti-corruption crusader is charged on corruption. What is going to be the plank for BJP with this kind of benefit which they can get, and where is the voter going to be there? Is the voter going to believe the story of corruption which is coming out from Aam Aadmi Party, or they are not going to believe? So this is the biggest litmus test going to be for Aam Aadmi Party and its future in Delhi election.
Okay, let's hear it from Professor Vivek Singh. He is an RSS thinker. Professor Singh, the letter that has been written by Arvind Kejriwal questioning Mohan Bhagwat, is he supportive of a political party which is the BJP that is mired in corruption, is what he claims. He claims that the BJP has been fudging the voter ID database, removing deletion of names that is happening of voters ahead of the elections.
Good evening, Megha. It's very important to understand the characteristic of Arvind Kejriwal. So he is known for the political drama, and just for grabbing attention of the media, he is making such type of statement and writing letter to the RSS chief Mohan Bhagwat ji. So it is not that you have to show the drama. Actually, you are ruling Delhi for decades. So ultimately, you have to show your work, but you have done nothing. That's why you have no other option but to show the political nautanki in front of people. So here the important thing is that RSS, he is writing to the chief of the RSS. So RSS is a cultural organization, and the organization has nothing to do with any involvement with any political election. So ultimately RSS is cultural organization and it always follow the ideology. So if you are writing, then you have to prove whatever is happening in Delhi, because you are saying that you are spreading rumors that people are going to buy the vote. So ultimately you are indicating that people of Delhi are not honest. So ultimately, if anyone is going to buy, it means people are going to sell. So ultimately, believe in the people of Delhi. Ultimately, because of them, you have won the election, and you are defaming the Delhi people because you are saying that they are not honest and they are going to get money, and after that they will give the vote. And when you are saying that there is deletion of names from the voter list.
Okay.
So actually, you have to say, but you have to have proof. If you don't have any proof, you cannot say.
Dr. Nimi Rastogi, how do you have to react to that? Again, evidence is what is sought from all quarters, from the BJP, from the RSS spokesperson who's RSS thinker who has joined me on the telecast, and more importantly, are you building your election campaign on communalism?
Megha, two things. When Arvind Kejriwal has written the letter in all its seriousness and formality, he jolly well has the backup and the proof that he will furnish when Mohan sir responds. So now we are waiting for the reply. You know, democracy is sacrosanct for RSS. So our question is, why are you allowing the BJP, especially the Delhi unit of BJP, to weaken the democracy by blatant misuse of this kind of power? So first, give us the answer, then take the proof from us, and then let's proceed systematically.
No, because you are making allegations, so it's your responsibility to give the proof. And
absolutely.
If there is anything wrong, then you have to.
Absolutely.
Because you always say the constitution. Then you have the constitution, respect the constitution,
Okay.
go to the court. file.
We have the proof. We have the proof.
Okay, all right. I mean, all this commotion and whether Aam Aadmi Party has the proof or this is just claims that do have no support of any kind of evidence remains to be seen, because Aam Aadmi Party at this point of time is waiting for quote unquote the right moment to release the proof to the public in the public domain. Coming back to you, Neoma, how do you view this election campaigning moving forward? In the last Delhi elections, again it was Ram versus Hanuman that was happening. Again we have brought about Pujaris and temples into this entire discourse. Do you think communalism helps political parties gain votes?
We never believed in communal or religious politics. Our only mantra is Kaam ki Rajniti. But when the mud is thrown on us, telling us that we are Chunavi Hindus, then we have to also show the real face of Bharatiya Janata Party.
The question is for Naomi. Yeah,
Neoma. Hindus and go and demolish the religious places. So you have to walk the talk. If you are pro-Hindus or Hindutva Rakshak.
Neoma, would you like to respond? Neoma, would you like to respond?
Ma'am, can I speak now? Dr. Nimi. So just to tell you, look at the timing of your Pujari scheme. When it was initially initiated and dharnas were done vis-a-vis that, nothing was done. Okay, just before the elections, you announce a scheme when you've not honored your previous schemes, even when as I told you in Punjab, what you did with the women, when you did a commitment, you didn't honor it, ma'am. Today, I'll just ask you, vis-a-vis making allegations on communalism, it's so ironical you say that, because you have ignored an important sect of the population while you were giving commitments to the other religious sects. And then further, I want to just ask you a fundamental questions that which pujaris and granthis will come under the ambit of your scheme, because currently many temples are governed by the Independent Temple Management Trust, many of whom pujaris, their registration, everything. Can you break it down for us? And ma'am, lastly, I have one question for you, which I think I asked you yesterday also. Just 1 second, Nimi ma'am. That how are you economically sustaining all these schemes that you're announcing? Because when it comes to Delhi and its infrastructure, you see the Yamuna, you see the pollution which was ignored earlier, you see the garbage, you see the transportation, you see the water, you see the roads. As Dr. Vivek Singh, who is a thinker of the RSS, very correctly said that a government has to give the basic amenities. And that is what you have not done in the past 10 years. So you answer all these questions for me, ma'am.
Yes, Dr. Nimi, go ahead.
We were talking about the timing, Naima. So
No.
Okay, apologies. You explained that the timing of this deletion of votes and this cash distribution for buying the votes. You also explained the timing.
Ma'am, you serve evidence.
Political parties.
You serve evidence. You cannot make an allegation without any backing of evidence. You strategically said you will give the evidence and the correct.
Okay. There is evidence.
Yes, okay.
There is enough evidence. Absolutely.
Can I just say one thing? Ma'am, can I just say one thing?
Quickly, before I go to Advocate Thapar.
Second thing, we have enough budgetary allocation for each.
You have to back it with evidence.
Okay, I would not like you to talk over each other because I don't understand anything and neither are my viewers going to understand and comprehend what you're saying. I'm going to come to Advocate Manasvi Thapar. Now, my simple question as a Delhiite, has the poll plank of political parties shifted from what is important for the people of Delhi, which is development, welfare, cleaning of our rivers, air pollution, sewerage, sewage, talking about provision of ample amount of water, to education system, to healthcare system, to now talking about religion and which leader is preaching to which god and which political party is appeasing to which religion?
Megha, that's the central point. So there is no two ways about it. Civic development is no more the issue. I think first priority of the voters and all of the political parties have now been to prove your Hindu identity, how big or how large Hindu Hriday Samrat you can be. That's the first focal point, and after that, development issues may come up or freebies. As in the previous elections, we have seen that braveries were at that time not a cult, but in today's India, it's a reality. Be it in Maharashtra, the Ladli Behna Yojana, be it in Jharkhand, be it in Haryana, everywhere there have been some kind of freebies from Punjab to Delhi. Also, Delhi has been the center point or the main giver of freebies, which were criticized by the BJP then. But BJP now have also fallen into that same trap of giving freebies, which they at one particular time were criticizing it. So civic issues, as
But
Megha,
freebies
you
have
and-
worked for Aam Aadmi Party. They have been in power consecutively for 2 terms.
It is working for them. I think it is working for all the political parties right now. I won't say that it is not working. Announcing freebies and giving it at the opportune time is working for all the political parties. There cannot be any other thought as of now in today's kind of politics. So we have to be economically understandable. The kind of economy we are going to create for our country. Do we want Venezuela, Argentina, or India of 21st century? That is something which we have to also consider. But right now, the political parties have not matured in a sense wherein they could convey this narrative to the people. But people are loving it. People are voting for the better freebies, what they get out of it. And also the focal point is, which is these political parties, be it Aam Aadmi Party or BJP, understands the pulse of the people very much. That's why the religion, be it Ram or Hanuman, is the focal point in 2020 and is also the focal point today. So let's not say that this is not the focus point. This is the focus point along with developmental issues.
Okay, all right. Coming back to you, Professor Singh, do you think RSS as an organization that has deep roots with the BJP, which is sometimes called the parent organization of the BJP, there have been a number of leaders from all walks of life who were RSS functionaries at some point or the other in their career, and then they shifted gears and got into politics and now are even cabinet ministers or MLAs or state ministers. Do you think RSS has a responsibility and to ensure that the politicians of the day, the government of India is moving in the right direction?
Megha, there is no doubt that there are 2 prime ministers. One is serving right now from RSS. So ultimately, RSS is a parental organization, no doubt cultural organization. It always follows the ideology, and whenever possible, it helps to the political parties. And it is not that only it will help to the BJP. But important thing is that Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party must understand that they have to face to the BJP, a political organization, not a cultural and ideological organization like RSS. So don't fight with the RSS. And AAP spokesperson rightly said that Ram ki Rajniti should be not the drama ki Rajniti. If you are so much concerned, then you have to tell to the people of the Delhi regarding our corruption, tell why you are not so credible, tell what happened to the rainwater education system is how collapsing, and what you have done regarding the clean Yamuna. So all these things you have to answer to the people of the Delhi. And if you are so much concerned, because I am talking about the timing, so if you are so concerned about the Pujaris and Granthis, then why just before the election? So ultimately,
yeah, we've raised that question, and that has been raised by Neoma Gupta as well. And I'll come back to you, Dr. Nimi Rastogi, about the current situation. I raised that as a resident of Delhi, as somebody who's then going to decide who to vote for. Is it going to be Aam Aadmi Party or the Congress or the BJP or any other independent leader? The point is, are you focusing enough on what the civil issues that the people of Delhi are facing? And I again mentioned about electricity, about green energy, about our transport system working efficiently, about air pollution, which we have been crying hoarse about, but nothing really seems to be happening. Is that the focus of Aam Aadmi Party when it is campaigning, and not just the Aam Aadmi Party, but all political parties who are in the fray?
So I reiterate and with full responsibility that Kaam Ki Rajniti is the core philosophy of Aam Aadmi Party, and our commitment to all kinds of infrastructure development, health, education is known widely. There is no compromise, there is no dilution of that philosophy. But when we are dragged into the mud, don't expect us to have the high moral grounds and let the enemy put all kinds of insinuation. So we hold our core philosophy to very, very close. That's why our health budget is 21%. Education budget is 21% and health budget is 12 to 13%. Our vision and plan for Delhi is clear. Whatever work that we are not able to accomplish in this term, we will go ahead with full vigor and full speed to fulfill it, and there are no two ways about
No,
it.
you have 21%
Neoma
budget
Gupta,
for the education system.
Neoma Gupta
Just
coming
tell me
to-
what one thing you have done in the education system of Delhi. Only one thing you can tell me, because you are saying that 21% you have given budget for the education system. Then what you have done for the education system in Delhi, just tell me only one word.
Sir, if you are not able to see the transformation of education in
No,
Delhi,
I'm not able to see.
either
But
you are
should say.
blind or
It's
you
your
are
responsibility to show.
undergone
I'm not
all
able to
these
see,
things.
but you should show me.
22,000 schools have been, new classrooms have been built. 3 top world-class universities, Skill University, Sports University, and Armed Force Training School has been made by us. You go around, walk to any school and
Okay.
see for yourself.
Neoma
I mean,
Gupta,
you've got to
Neoma,
be
I'll come
the
concluding
underworld of
this
BJP.
conversation. I would like Neoma to respond. What is it that the BJP is promising that it will do for the people of Delhi, for the citizenry, to ensure to attract people to vote for you?
So when it comes to Delhi, if you see the Yamuna floodplain restoration project under the initiative, rejuvenation of more than 50 water bodies with enhancing green cover was done. When it comes to housing, it was the PM Awas Yojana, thousands of affordable homes were given. Swachh Bharat, 3,000 communities, toilets were built, AIMS expansion, Pragati Maidan revamp, Delhi Metro. The difference between us and I would never use enemy party, Nimi ma'am, to you, I would use you as an opponent, is that we walk our talk and we deliver what we have to deliver. And I just saw the conversation between Dr. Vivek Singh and Nimi ma'am. If they've sent a letter to such an honorable institution like RSS, they must answer their questions on infrastructure. So over here, we will walk our talk like we have in the past in every domain. That's the difference.
Okay, all right. On that note, I'm out of time. I thank all of you for joining me on the telecast, and thanks for watching NewsX.